Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you've all been staying safe and healthy and that you're doing as well as can be. I am really excited to share with you a brand new Friday Reads, and for this week I read Worshipped by Brie Paisley, and it features Gus, Jeremiah, and Lauren on the cover. I'm going to read the back of the book and then we'll dive right into what I thought about it. Okay. Trying to move forward with my life, I'm putting the past behind me. Surrounding myself with my best friend and work, I focus on living life the way I want. That's until fate steps in and shows me something that I never knew I needed. The encounter with Isaac was purely by chance. The date with Connor was very much planned. Both men give me more than I ever thought possible, and I'm beginning to realize that I could never live without them. Our relationship is unconventional, but nothing else matters now that they're mine. The only problem is our pasts refuse to stay where they belong. Mine threatens to rip apart everything I fought so hard to overcome. Isaac and Connor's threaten to take away the life we're slowly building together. Even with all the obstacles and doubts around us, nothing will stop them from protecting the ones I love. Nothing will stop me from protecting the ones I love. So this book was very different from Brie. I've read a lot of her books in the Harlow Brothers series that I've worked on, and this was a far departure from those. And then on a side note, I've spoken and worked with Brie for years and years now, but last year was the first chance that we had the opportunity to meet each other in person at an author signing in Indiana, and it was so great to finally get to meet her in person. But yes, sidetracked, back to the book. So what I loved the most about this story is it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be very much more romance focused in their relationship, but there is a lot of suspense, mystery, secrets, maybe even a cliffhanger a little bit, perhaps. So if you like all of those elements, you will really like this book a lot. There's also love and romance as well, but I kind of knew that would be the case just from reading the back of the book. But I was not expecting all those other elements, and I really, really liked it. I messaged Brie about halfway through the book, and I was like, don't answer me and don't tell me if I'm right, but I think this, and that are gonna happen. And I was like, don't answer me though. I kind of was right a little bit, and then in other ways not. But I love a book that will keep you guessing and you're really not sure what's going to happen. So I really, really enjoyed that. I also asked Brie a few questions, and she, was nice enough to answer them for me, so we'll get into those as well. My first was, if you could only describe Worshipped in one word, what would it be? And Brie said, unconventional. That was hard. And then I asked, this book is very different from any of your other novels. What gave you the idea to write it? Worshipped is actually my debut, but I rewrote it the entire book a year or two ago. Which that was funny because I thought this was a brand new story, and I did not know that was actually her first book, so it was kind of crazy to hear. The original idea came from one of my favorite TV shows. In the show, the lead heroine was torn between the two heroes, even though it was clear she loves both of them. So an idea was born, because I really wanted to explore how a menage would work. Turns out it worked perfectly. I did really enjoy reading and seeing the dynamic between the three of them and how it came to be and how it grows. Each of the guys is very different, and they each react to things kind of differently as well, but then they are very much a cohesive unit as well with one another. Next question. Full of romance and suspense, what was your favorite scene to write? That's a hard one. I have two for sure that I very much enjoyed. The first is the time Riley, Isaac, and Connor have their first love scene. That was fun to write. The second is towards the ending, when all the major suspense and action comes into play. I would very much agree. Towards the end, I loved the action and suspense portion the most. But then there was also a scene towards the beginning of the book when she runs into Isaac a few times, and it's by chance, and just like how she reacts, and when she meets Connor for the first time, I really liked that as well. And then my last question for Brie was, after finishing reading the book, what would you like readers to take away? And Brie answered, honestly, that love is love. The world we live in now is so different, and we have so much freedom to do as we want. So I would like people to read Worshipped and understand that unconventional relationships are okay, and it's perfectly fine to love whoever you want. And I couldn't agree more. Love whoever you want. So that was it for the question portion. I'm really enjoying doing this question and answer while I'm reading the book, and then kind of getting an understanding of what the author had in mind when they were writing the story and how it came about and came to fruition. So I hope you're enjoying that as well. So on that note, have you read Worship by Brie Paisley? And what did you think about it? I hope everyone has a safe weekend and is able to have some fun and enjoy it as well. Stay tuned for upcoming editions and features for Friday Reads. Oh, excuse me. I've been having the chance to read a lot more lately, which I've really enjoyed, so I will have a lot more coming soon. And have a great weekend, everyone.